Hi guys, welcome to Let's Get Running. I'm Tony James and the new mugs have arrived. So once again, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you could join me for this video. As always, if this is your first visit to the channel, please consider hitting subscribe. That's the orange button below. Turn on the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new running video. And also, if you could do me one last favour, make sure at some point during this video that you give the video a thumbs up. Give us a like, because that will help the channel immensely. So we've got around to that time of year, we're into November now, all the races have been cancelled, nothing else doing between now and some point in the future. I reckon it's going to be easily into April next year before we get back to anything like normality with races where we turn up and race against other people. Do you remember those? Do you remember going out on a Saturday morning and doing the park run? Yeah, it seemed an age ago since we were doing things like that, but hey. That's the way the world is. That's the way 2020 turned out. So I thought I'd take a few moments just to go through how 2020 was for me, and also to let you know what my running goals... There's a squeaky floorboard here. And also let you know what my running goals are for 2020. Well, first of all, it looks like I'm going to have to fix the floor where the studio is because it's creaking. So that's probably going to be my first thing. We'll do that over the Christmas break. Yeah, I'll maybe do a video on it, or maybe not, because we're not a woodworking channel. So yeah, 2020, how was it for you? Well, as you know, I set this channel up back in January as really a accountability partner for you to share the journey with me as I move towards getting that Boston qualifying time. So the ultimate goal for me with my running is to get down to 3 minutes 20 for a marathon so I can qualify for Boston, because as you know, I want to go for all 6 of the world majors, and that Boston is going to be the hard one, and that's where I really need to work on the time. So that really was why I set this channel up in the first place, so you could come with me on that journey. Good news is we're progressing along. We're not where we want to be yet, and I think it might take a little bit longer than I thought, but we'll talk about that more in a moment. So my running goals for 2020, how did we do? First of all, the first one, already mentioned it, that Boston qualifying time, that's an ongoing project. The other 2 goals that I did set myself were, 1, to run over 1,000 miles in the year, and 2 was to go 12 months and 12 medals. Well, the good news is both those, we've hit those targets. We got the 12 medals in the 12 months, but unfortunately they've not been actual events out in the sunshine, running, competing against other people. They've mainly all been virtual events. Up to March we were running proper races, but from March onwards it's all gone to virtual events. But we've managed to get the 12 medals in 12 months, which is brilliant. Mileage wise, this is how we've done. We set a goal of 1,000 miles, and as of the date of recording this video, we're up to 1,170 something, as it says there. So we're doing all right. Highlights of the year for me running wise, running a fast half marathon in Liverpool. We'll talk more about that time in a moment. And the other highlight was managing to get to a point with fitness where I could do 3 marathons in 3 weekends, which was just a couple of weeks ago in October. And if you check up here, you can see 1 or 2 of the videos if you follow the links down below and up there. So yeah, getting fit enough to run those 3 was quite a challenge. We managed to do it because, as you know, back in July we got the dreaded runner's knee, and we were actually out for 6 weeks without running. So I think that's one of the highlights of the year, being able to get to that level of fitness. A couple of other highlights from the year: managed to go sub 20 on a 5k with the help of Dave the Machine Sargent. We went and did the Fleetwood Park run back in January now. Oh, it seems an age ago. We managed to get under the 20 minutes, which was fantastic. And the other 2 personal bests, which I'll just put on the screen up here for you, as you can see, 5k under 20 minutes, the 10k at 41 minutes, that's been set back in November 2019, so we haven't really been able to do anything with that because I've not run any 10k competitively over the last 12 months, to be honest. Half marathon down to 1 hour 32 minutes. That was the Skyline half marathon in Liverpool, which was back in March. I think that was the last event before everything got cancelled. I think that was the week before everything got cancelled. So I managed to go all in and get that half marathon time down to 1:32. And as I say, finally, the biggest highlight, 3 marathons in 3 weekends. Have I mentioned that before? So 2020, it has its ups, it's had its downs, but running wise, we've managed to achieve what we set out at the beginning of the year, which is good. How have you done? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. Would love to know if you managed to achieve your goals or if you indeed you've exceeded them. Please let me know all about it in the comments below. So we're moving into 2021. What are my running goals for the next year? I've got them written down here so I don't forget. Well, first and foremost is that Boston qualifying time. 3 hours, 20 minutes is the qualifying time for my age group. 2021, be 54 years old this coming year. So that's what I'm aiming for. It's a long-term goal. It's not. I don't think we're going to do it in the next 12 months, but it's a long-term goal, and the whole of the running is moving towards that and trying to get the times down so we get closer to that. So we'll have some more specific goals for the year, but the overarching, the long-term goal is to get that Boston qualifying time. So all these goals are subject to us actually being able to go out and run some events, because I only really take a personal best if it's been in a actual event where it's been timed. I'm not going off Strava data for just doing a 10k round the block or anything like that. I only take my personal best from actual running timed events. Mileage wise, we've managed to hit 1,000 miles this year really easy with a couple of months to spare, so we need to up the game. So next year, 2021, we're aiming for 1,500 miles over the year. So hopefully, barring any injuries, we're going to try and get through the year without getting any injuries this time. Going to be a lot more focused on the warm-up, a lot more focused on the stretching, and a lot more focused on the injury prevention side of running. And we'll be doing some videos on that come the new year. So my 5k time, I'm happy with it being under 20 minutes, so I'm not really going to be focusing on that in the next 12 months. The 10k, it's currently 41 minutes is my personal best. So yeah, if I get the opportunity, we're going to try and get that below the 40 minutes, which I think would be fantastic. But it's the half marathon and the marathon distances were the primary focus for the next 12 months. So with the half marathon, currently 1 hour 32 minutes is the personal best. I'm sure within the next 12 months, with a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, get those speed sessions in, get those hill reps in, that we should be able to knock at least 2 minutes off that half marathon time within the next 12 months. So yeah, want to go sub 1 hour 30 minutes on the half marathon. With regard to the full marathon next year, we've got Manchester and Amsterdam already booked in. They are going to be back-to-back marathons. That's 2 Sundays in a row in October next year. So we'll be doing Manchester, then flying out to Amsterdam to do it theirs the following week, subject to everything being okay. So that's the goal in October next year. 2 marathons back-to-back in the proper locations and not just running around home. So looking forward to doing that. Marathon-wise, I'm also setting myself the goal of running the marathon distance at least once a month. So basically 12 marathons in 12 months is the goal for next year. And that's basically it. That's my goals for 2021 when it comes to running. It sounds easy, it sounds quick when you say them out loud, but there's going to be a lot of work involved to hit some of those targets. So please join with me on this channel where we're going to be going through some running techniques. As I said earlier on, we're going to be looking at injury prevention and a whole gambit of getting reaching those goals over the next 12 months. You come along with me on that journey. You might even pick up some tips yourself, and we'll work together to improving our running. There is one other thing for 2021 that is running related, but I can't tell you about it just yet. You're going to have to wait a few weeks to find out what that's going to be. So it's a secret, but I will let you know as soon as I can. So thank you for joining me as I set my goals for 2021. It's always great to actually get them down on paper, or in this instance, get them on video. I'm going to get them out there on YouTube, so I'm going to be accountable. That's what I say I'm going to do. You are going to keep me accountable by being there and watching the videos and joining me on that journey. So thank you very much indeed for watching. Don't forget, as always, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications and give this video a thumbs up. and I will see you again very soon. But till then, let's get running.